Hey guys, what is up? It is Dominic, and in this video, we're going to be talking about GoHighLevel, of course, but more importantly, we're going to be talking about payments and products inside of the GoHighLevel software. I am going to be doing a complete tutorial on everything you need to know inside of the payments and products section, which is going to cover invoices and estimates, documents and contracts, orders, subscriptions, payment links, transactions, products, coupons, settings, and integrations. I'm going to go through every single one of these and try to get you an in-depth tutorial on everything's payments and products related. Some of you watching may never need to do this, but one of my most successful YouTube videos by far is the payments and products tutorial. So I might as well make an updated version of that because it seems like you guys like it a lot. I also think the payments and products section inside of GoHighLevel is one of those features that is constantly adapting and growing. They keep on adding more integrations, more features inside of it, and it's just getting really advanced, which is awesome to see. But before I get into the video, I have to introduce myself to anyone who is new to the channel. My name is Dominic Baptist, and I am one of the top affiliates in the world for GoHighLevel. I've actually been one of the top affiliates for years now, and the way that I got there was by giving away a ton of free resources, which I still do. So if you guys want access to all of my free courses and all my free snapshots, they are going to be linked in the description below. They're not only going to help you get set up with GoHighLevel, they're going to teach you how to run your own SaaS company or how to run your own physical business in general. For instance, if you're using GoHighLevel as a CRM for your current business, I teach that too. I even have a completely separate course called the Business 101 course where I break down everything you need to know to start and run your own business or even a lawn care company. This applies for any type of business that you want to start. I highly recommend checking out this course. It's absolutely amazing and it's completely free. So check that out in the description below. And if you want even more resources, I also have a paid school community. It's called the GoHighLevel School and it's absolutely incredible. Check that out in the link in the description below too. I am not the only person that runs this community. I have two other top affiliates in here as well who offer all of their snapshots and all of their resources too. So you're actually getting 3 top affiliates instead of 1. Definitely check it out. It is totally worth it. And there are hundreds of videos in here. And we even have a full-time staff that's going to help you with any questions that you could possibly have in regard to GoHighLevel. So you're basically getting a support system on top of that. But enough out of me. Let's get right into the video on payments and products inside of GoHighLevel. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go down to the payments section once you are in a sub account. You will not be able to access this section under the agency view. You need to be in sub account view. And once you're here, the first thing you're going to see is invoices and estimates. So let's start with invoices. This is something that you're going to see as a business owner quite often, sending invoices, whether it's for your clients or for your own business in general. You are probably going to want to send invoices if you're collecting a payment. So let me show you how to do it. The first thing you're going to do is click on plus new over here to the top right, and you have 2 different choices here. We've got new invoice or new recurring template. So if you're invoicing someone on a recurring schedule, then you can create a recurring template. But if you're just sending a single invoice, then you're going to click on new invoice. And honestly, the invoice section is really basic and very simple. You can see here at the top, it's going to put in the business name and address. You can even add your website right here at the bottom if you want, and you can select a file if you want to add your logo. A little more professional, but it's up to you. Next, you're going to come down here and you're going to add a client. So if you click on plus add client, you can either add them from your contact list or just add them directly from the invoice section. So click on plus add new client, and this is where you can put in all their information. I'm just going to put in a random name here so we can use it as an example, and then we're going to click save. I can also add the company name right here, and once you've done all the personal information, you can scroll down here to add an item. So let's click on plus add an item, and it's going to ask you to pick a product. Now I will be taking you over to the product section to show you how to create your own products, but you can just click on plus new item right here if the product doesn't exist yet. So let's click on plus new item, and this is where you can put in the product name and of course the product price. So let's do that real quick. For this example, let's say it's for power washing. So we'll call the product name a driveway cleaning, and then we can come over here to the price name and we'll say it was $500. So I'm going to type in $500 under the price name, and under amount, I'm going to type in 500. You can change the currency over here. We're going to keep it at USD, and then under select tax category, there are a ton of different options. So if your product or service fits in one of these options, make sure to choose it. After searching for a couple minutes, I found cleaning of tangible personal property. For right now, we're just going to go with that and click save. So now you can see your item right here. You can see your amount, and we can click on add tax, where you can either add the tax manually under the tax settings, or you can add tax automatically. So this is something that I would definitely ask your accountant. You do not want to try to do this on your own. For most of my businesses, we don't have to do any of this. We just have a price, they pay it, and we pay taxes on that later. That's pretty much how it goes. But like I said, these are all things that you figure out with your accountant, and once it's done for good. You don't have to worry about it later. So just ask them about this. You'll be fine. Next, we're going to scroll down here to add notes / terms and conditions. This is where you can add your own terms and conditions, or you can just add notes if you want. So we can just write in notes on the job right there, and then we'll scroll all the way to the top. We'll click save, and we have a few different options. We can click send right here, which is going to send the invoice to the person that you put in, which of course is John Smith, who does not exist. Or we can click these 3 little dots next to save, and we can actually preview the entire invoice. So let's preview it. So this is what the invoice looks like. Not too bad. Totally makes sense for me. But you might be wondering, how do they actually pay this invoice? Well, in order to do that, you have to have a payment processor, which we have not done for this account. So let's go do that now. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to integrations on the far right, and we have a ton of different options here here. We've got Stripe, PayPal, Authorize.net, NMI, manual payment methods. We've got Square, which I know a lot of restaurants use Square. And you can even search for more right here at the bottom, where you have even more options. But most of you guys are going to be either using PayPal or Stripe. In my opinion, Stripe is by far the best. It integrates the smoothest with GoHighLevel. And if you're running a SaaS company, you 100% want to use Stripe. So for this example, I'm going to click connect on Stripe, and then I'm going to click connect with Stripe again right here. And it's just going to take you to your Stripe account where you're going to log in. And once you log in successfully, your GoHighLevel account will be connected with Stripe, and you can do all the payments, all the estimates, everything should go through smoothly. This should be what it looks like once you've connected your Stripe successfully. Now we can go back to invoices and estimates. And then once you're back in the invoices and estimates section, everything should run a little bit more smoothly now that you have a payment processor in place. So let's hover over invoices and estimates. And I want to come down here to estimates in general. Now this is something that GoHighLevel hasn't had for a long time. And estimates are really important, especially if you work in the service industry. For example, like home maintenance or lawn care, land clearing, plumbing. These are all different industries that require estimates. So if you click on plus new estimate at the top right, we have a beautiful template right over here where you can send out estimates and preview them, and it could not be simpler to do. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add the customer. Let's use John Smith again. Then we're going to go over to estimate settings, where you can just put in which estimate it is. Obviously this is our first one. You've also got the issue date and the expiration date if you want to do that. Next we can go down to products. Now this part is really important because you probably don't have any products built yet. So if we scroll down to add products, our estimate is most likely going to be determined by the products that we currently have. So if I click on add products right here, I can add the price and the quantity without having a product. This is possible. It just doesn't look as professional. So for instance, let's say the estimate is $2,500. So I can type in $2,500, and as you can see over in the estimate section, it does change the price to $2,500. That's perfectly fine, but you don't see anything under item name. And that is because we do not have a product and there's no data available for that product. So the customer doesn't even know how we got to the $2,500 estimate, and that's not very professional. So how can we fix this? Well, we can go create the product that explains how we got to that $2,500 number. So let's go do that. We're going to click on go back, and we're going to go over to the product section at the far right and click on products. Now we have two different options when creating a product. We can either import it directly from Stripe, and this will only work if you've already created the product inside of Stripe. If you haven't done that, then you're going to create the product inside of GoHighLevel. So click on create product, and the first thing we're going to do is title the product name. So for this example, let's say this is for a lawn care business, and the lawn care business charges $100 per acre. This is just an example, guys. It's not real. I'm just showing you how we would do this. So for the title of the product, let's type in lawn mowing per acre. And then for description, I typed in mowing services for 1 acre of land. Under media, we can add a file, but we don't need to do that. And then we're going to scroll down here. We can skip product collection. We don't need that either. We're going to scroll all the way down until we get to prices. This is going to be a one-time price, and the price is going to be $100 per acre. So we're just going to put $100. We're not going to compare it at any other price. And we're going to scroll down until we get all the way to the bottom, and we're going to click on save. So there we go. We've now saved a product, and we can head back out. As you can see, the product is right there, lawn mowing per acre, $100. So we're going to go back to invoices and estimates and click on estimates. We're going to click on plus new estimate. We're just going to add the customer again. We're going to go to add products, and now we should be able to add the product. As you can see, the product is right here under lawn mowing per acre. Now, not only do we have the product in here now, and it literally says right here under item name, lawn mowing per acre at 100, but I can actually change the quantity based on the acres that the customer needs mowed. So for instance, let's say the customer needs 5 acres mowed. I can just change this quantity right here to 5 and check it out. The subtotal changed from $100 to $500. It also changed over here, $100 price with a subtotal of $500. So this works perfectly as an estimate because now they see the item name, they know how much the price is per acre, and they see the quantity of 5 acres, and then they see the amount due right here. You can also scroll down to additional options where you can add a terms and conditions. This can come in handy if you need to do refunds or for any lawsuit reasons. Just make sure you have a good terms and conditions policy right here at the end, and then you can click on save at the top right. Then of course you can click send to send it out, and that is how you create an estimate. Not too hard, guys, but it definitely comes in handy if you're dealing with a lot of clients that need estimates or if you need estimates for your own business. All right, now we're going to click on go back, and one other thing under invoice and estimates is the templates option. So click on templates, and then we're going to click on plus new template at the top right, and this is where you can create templates for your invoices if you ever want to use them again. That way you're not constantly redoing invoices over and over and over again. You can just make a template, and it's that simple. And as you can see, the templates are the exact same as creating the invoice. There is no difference. All right, guys, the next thing we're going to go over is documents and contracts. So let's click on all documents and contracts right here, and then we're going to click on plus new. We can either upload a PDF or just create a new document. So let's create a new document. Now this might look a little more confusing because it's kind of like a Microsoft Word document. We can click on plus add element, and you have all these different options here. So we can do a text, and let's say we're doing a building contract. So you can basically just type in the entire contract. Most likely a lawyer would be doing this, but if you want to have these done inside of GoHighLevel, it's good for organizational purposes, and it's pretty easy to do. You can also have ChatGPT write up a contract for you. Once again, again, I still recommend using a lawyer. But if you want to take that contract, put it over inside of GoHighLevel, it makes it really easy to send out to people. And you can even create signatures. So if I click on plus add element, I can go down to signatures, drag it right here, and I can drag the signature as big and little as I want. And then I can also drag it to wherever I want on the document. And that's pretty much it. Also under the elements section, we have images you can add, videos you can add on a contract or a document. We've got tables, product lists, page breaks, texting fields, dates, initials, and checkboxes. So you can pretty much make any type of document or contract that you want. And this can definitely come in handy because if you ever need to whip out that contract, you can just go back in here and find it inside of your GoHighLevel account. You don't need to worry about it getting lost inside of your computer somewhere. Next to elements, we have pages where you can have multiple pages of a contract. Then we have document variables, which is basically the date, the reference number, and the sub-account's name. On the right of that, we have recipients, which you can select the recipients that you want. We're going to use John Smith as the example again. Of course, the recipient is the person that's going to be signing it. And then next to that, we have payment settings, where you can actually enable a direct payment or enable a send invoice based on whatever the document is for. So, I mean, you can literally do everything inside of here. I'd personally just play around with it, and you will 100% get the idea and the gist of what's going on inside of the documents and contracts fields. GoHighLevel is amazing in the fact that it takes everything and makes it as simple as possible. Trust me, guys, I could learn how to do this in 5 minutes. It's pretty basic stuff. I know you can do it too. And then when you create your contract, you're going to click preview at the top right. And there you go. That is the amazing contract that we just made. Now we just need to wait for John Smith to sign it and we're good to go. You can also create templates for this. So let's click on templates under documents and contracts. We're going to click on plus new. Once again, we can either upload a PDF that's already done, or we can just create a new template. It's just going to take you right back to where we were. However, it is annoying to keep redoing this over and over and over again. So if you guys create a really good document or a contract and you want to keep using this for multiple people, then just save it as a template up here to the right. And you can use this time and time again. So there you go. You can do this for invoices, estimates, pretty much everything you can create a template for. Work smarter, not harder, guys. All right, next on the list is orders. This is when we start getting into the e-com space. So let me click on orders. And obviously we don't have any orders yet because like I said, this is mostly for e-com. So if you're running some type of e-com store where you get orders, then this can actually track all of those order submissions. And if you scroll down to abandoned checkouts, you can see everyone who almost finished their order but abandoned their checkout. This is really good when you're trying to send out follow-up messages so that you can get them to convert later. There's not much I can really do with this section. Most of you that are doing e-com are probably using Shopify and then linking it to your GoHighLevel account anyway. So let's move on to subscriptions. All right, we're going to click add subscription at the top right. And this is where you can add your customer. We're going to do John Smith again. We've got the subscription details, which you can add the billing start date, and you can add the item right here. Now we do not have a recurring product. Subscriptions are for recurring products. So if I click on add product, there's not going to be anything here. But if I wanted to do a subscription-based product, which is recurring, like I said, then I can add a recurring product and I can add a payment method right here under saved cards or add a new card. Obviously, I'm not going to do that right now, but you can add in your card right there, and then you can click additional options if you want the payment mode to be test or live. And then of course, you can schedule it down below. Personally, this is not how I do monthly recurring subscriptions. I just create the product over in the right under products, just like I did for the product we made earlier, except I just do a recurring basis. But I will show you guys that in a second. All right, next we're going to go over to payment links, and this is where you can create your own payment links. So click on create new payment link up at the top right. We're going to click on select product. Let's do the lawn mowing one. And we have options right here that say require customers to add a phone number, collect the customer address, allow a coupon, or let the customers adjust quantities. So for this example, I'm going to click on let customers adjust quantities. I'm going to say between 1 and 100. Under the call to action, we've got pay, book, or donate. Let's leave it at pay. We've got the branding. If we want to change the name of the business down here, we can. And we can add a terms and conditions where we would type that in right here. And that's pretty much it. Now we can click save and we can click on preview. So now when you send this link to someone, it's going to look exactly like this, where they can put in their card, their Google Pay, their Affirm, their Afterpay. So there you go. That's how you create a link that you can just send out to anybody that you want. Pretty easy, pretty professional. Looks good to me. All right, guys, now we're going to go over to transactions. And this is where you're going to see all of your transactions in one place. So of course, we don't have any transactions yet, but if we did, they would be right here. Very good for organizational purposes. You will never miss a client ever again. They're all going to be in here, all the payments, everything you need to know. Next, I'm going to go over to products, which is by far the most important section that you're going to be using because it's literally how you create all of your products and services. So I told you guys I'm going to show you how to create a monthly recurring product. So let's click on create product again. The product name is going to be weekly lawn care. And then under description, it's going to be we mow your lawn every single week. This is a pretty common service to have. So let's scroll all the way down. We're going to skip all of this again and go down to prices. Now, instead of a one-time price, we're going to do a recurring price. And now we can either bill them monthly or we can bill them weekly. For this scenario, let's bill them weekly. And let's say the amount is $30 a week. We can even compare it to the normal rate and say that $30 is discounted. So for this instance, let's say that it's $40 usually, but it's discounted to $30 a week. Of course, we don't have any trial periods, so we can skip that. Number of payments, we don't need this. And setup fee, we don't need that either. Once we're done, we can click save at the top right. And now we have a weekly lawn care product. So what do we do next? Well, in order to get them to buy this product, you most likely want to send them to a nice website page or a funnel page that converts them. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go over to the Sites tab over here to the left. And for this example, let's just create a brand new funnel. And most of the time we would use one of the amazing GoHighLevel templates that they have to offer. But for this example, we're going to use a blank canvas because this is just an example. So the first thing you're going to do is name your funnel. I typed in lawn care weekly product page and I'm going to click create. Now I'm going to click on plus add new step. We're just going to name this the product page. The path is going to be product and we're going to create the funnel step. Now we're going to click on edit and we're just going to add a full width right here. We're going to add a row, add one column, and this is where the magic happens. We are looking for anything that has to do with products and payments. So let's scroll all the way to the bottom. And as you can see, we've got order elements down here. We have a two-step order form, a one-step order form, or an order confirmation. Let's do a one-step order form because it's quicker and it's cleaner. We don't want to go through two steps. We just want one. So let's click on one-step order, drag it, and drop it. And there you go. This is our order form. And as you can see, there's a lot going on here that we probably don't need to use. Like under shipping, we don't need shipping. It's a lawn care service. So we're going to click on advanced over here in the top right. So the first thing we need to do in order to change shipping in your info is just change it right here. I'm just going to type in personal info. And then under the sub headline where it says upgrade your order and save, I'm just going to delete this entirely. And then we're going to scroll all the way down here until we get to toggle shipping. I still want to keep the shipping address on here because I do need to know where the location is. I just want to change the headline from shipping to location. So there we go. This looks way better. And then everything else can stay the exact same. And if you get all the way down here and it says enable cart mode, you want to turn this off unless you want them to have the ability to change the quantity. That is what enabling cart mode does. But I don't want them to be able to do that because it makes no sense in this example. Then if you scroll down even more, we can enable a coupon code if we have one of those. We can have terms and conditions. We can have sticky contact. What this means is if they ever come back to the site, all their contact information will stick so they don't have to put it in every single time. Not a bad thing to have. I always turn that on. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to click save at the top right. And now we can preview what we have. Now check this out. We do not have a product available. You can't buy anything. You can put your card information in, but it's not going to do anything for you. So how do we get a product inside of a product page on a funnel? Well, let me show you. First thing we're going to do is click on go back. And then when you're on the overview section, you're going to click on products and you're going to click on add product right here. We're going to hover over products and we're going to click the weekly lawn care product. And under price, we're going to have the add 30. The product name is going to be weekly lawn care service. So let's type in service. And then the price display override is going to be $30/weekly. And then we're going to click on save. All right, now let's go back and check if it worked. We're going to click on overview and we're going to click on view page right here. And there it is. We've got the weekly lawn care service. It's $30 per week. We cannot adjust the quantity, which is exactly what I wanted. And if we did have a coupon, we could apply it here, but we don't. So no savings for us. And then the customer can put in their card, their Google Pay, however it is that they want to pay, they can do that here. They can agree to the terms and conditions and complete the order. This, in my opinion, is the best way for a client or for you as a business owner to get paid. Going to a funnel, going to a website or a product page, whatever it is, putting in your information and just completing the order. It's how everyone does it nowadays. Every business has something like this. And in my opinion, it is the smoothest way to send out a product or service. And this works for any and all products and services. It doesn't have to be monthly or weekly recurring. It can be a one-time product too. So definitely check this out if you're going to be accepting payments from your clients or from customers in general. All right, guys, next on the list is coupons. So let's click on coupons up here and we're going to click on create coupon. First thing we're going to do is name the coupon. So let's say it's like a lawn care savings coupon. Once again, this is just an example. I would probably never do this, but we're going to call it save 15. Then we're going to click on generate coupon code, or you can just make the coupon code yourself. I can do save 15 again because that's easier to remember. So let's just type in save 15 one more time. And then we're going to click on coupon type. You can do a percentage or a fixed. We're going to do a percentage because we did save 15. I'm going to assume this is going to be a 15%. So let's do 15. We can even pick a start date and an end time. I'm going to do a start date, but I'm not going to choose an end time. And then if we scroll down here, we've got limit the total number of times the coupon can be redeemed, limit this coupon to selected products or offers, limit to one per customer, and also apply for recurring future payments if applicable. So let's go to limit this coupon to selected products or offers. We're going to select on the product and we're going to say it's for weekly lawn care only. Then we're going to scroll down and click create. All right, guys, there it is. There's the coupon. Let's go see if it worked. We're going to go back into the sites. We're going to click on lawn care weekly product page. We're going to view the page. We're going to go over here to enter coupon code. We're going to type in save 15 and then we're going to apply. And check it out, guys. It worked. It went from $30 to $25.50. We saved $4.50 per week. And that is how you do coupon codes. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. You guys can use them if you want. I don't use them very often, but they're a cool feature to have. All right, next after coupons, we have the settings tab. This is where you control all of these settings of your payments and products. You can see the receipts right here. You can title the receipts, edit the prefix of the receipt starting number, the name, the email, email, the subject, the email template, all the technicalities can be adjusted and changed right in here inside of settings. So make sure you at least check this out because it will definitely come in handy. You can also write all your notes and terms and conditions down here at the bottom too, so that for any disputes that you may have, you can always come back down to the terms and conditions, and this will help you in the long run if you have any disputes later on. Next, we have taxes, where once again, you can add the taxes right here to the top right, add the name, the tax rate, the description, the tax ID number, and the tax agency. You can also do automatic taxes, select the tax category, and then of course, checking the box to agree to the terms of use, and then click save. Once again, please contact a lawyer or an accountant about these sections. They know way more about this than we do. Next is notifications. Right now, the only thing under notifications is the abandoned cart. So if you're doing e-com, then this applies to you. If not, it still does apply to you because you can abandon a cart on anything. So you can do an email template for anyone who doesn't finish the product page. If you want to send that out, it could come in handy. It could help you with your conversions. So just click on email template. You can use the default one, or you can create your own email template inside of the email template section, which is under marketing over here to the left. Next, we've got shipping and delivery. This is where you can add your own shipping zones. Once again, this is primarily for e-com. So if you're doing any type of e-commerce through GoHighLevel, then yes, you can add your shipping zones right here, and this will most likely come in handy for you. Next, we've got shipping origin, which is where the shipping is going to be sent from. So if you're shipping this from your house or your business location, just put all that right here, and that's pretty much it for settings. One thing I do want to cover is over here in invoices and estimates, is that there's also a settings section right here. This is where you can change everything about the business information, the email configurations, the title and the terms, payment settings, product settings, and notifications as well, where the customer can get a notification and the team can get a notification based off the invoices and the estimates that are sent out. So many important things to go through when you are changing and adjusting these settings inside of these tabs. Most of it's just technical, not super fun, but I get questions about this a lot, and the answer to most of your guys' issues usually lies within the settings tab. So there you go. That's the entire payments and products section. However, there is still more to cover because you can automate a lot of this, guys. So if we go over to automations, I can click on plus create new workflow. I'm going to start from scratch, and I'm going to click on plus add new trigger, and I'm going to scroll all the way down here until I find payments. And under payments, this is where you can automate so many of the things that we just went over. So for instance, we can have a trigger for an invoice. So let's click on invoice, and we're going to click on invoice status. And under invoice status, we have sent, paid, partially paid, viewed, and void. So you can actually create an automation trigger based on any of these invoice statuses. So let me give you a quick example. If we wanted to send out an automatic text message based on whenever the invoice is sent, we can click on sent right here, click save trigger, click on plus, type in SMS, send SMS, and we can actually send a text message to the customer, letting them know that their invoice is sent. And then we can send reminders every single day or week or month until the invoice is paid. That's a pretty normal automation to have. So just know that it's there. You can do this. You can automate anything based on any aspect of the invoice. Let's click on plus add new trigger again. We're going to scroll all the way back down to payments. And let's click on payment received. So this is the trigger that's based off anyone receiving a payment. So let's say we send a payment link to someone, we receive the payment, and we wanted to send a thank you email. Well, this would be the trigger event. We click on plus, we type in email, we click on send email, and then we can just type in thank you for paying, or whatever it is that you want to send to them after they pay. Pretty simple. Let's click add new trigger again. Now we're going to click on order form submission. So order form submission is really important because if you click on add filters and we select a filter, we can actually choose an order form based off of the funnel or website that we built, which is what we did earlier. So let's click on in funnel, click on select, and let's click on lawn care weekly product page. Then we're going to add a filter again, click select. We can actually choose the page, click select again. That's going to be the product page. Add another filter, click select. Product is, select the actual product, which was the weekly lawn care service product. Add one more filter, click select, submission type, click select again, and we're going to do sale. Yes, that seemed like a lot, but trust me, it makes sense. This is basically when someone goes to that page, they go to the correct product page, they click on the product that we made, and they purchase it. So now we can save that trigger, and then we can send them any text or email or whatever it is that we want. We can send that out to them, or we can send it to our team that says they just purchased something. There are so many different amazing things that you can automate based on all these different trigger events. All right, guys, let's click add trigger again. Scroll back down. Next, we have order submitted. So this is more for e-com. It's like an e-com order, but you can click on add filters, select the filter, and as you can see, it's global product or order source. So you will not be using this if you went and created the product manually. This is more for e-com. Next on the list is documents and contracts. You can actually automate your documents and contracts. You can add the filters here, select them, and you have all these different options. You can select based on document type, based on the recipient type, the status of the document or the contract, the template, or the value itself. So let's click on document type, select the operator, click on is, select select right here, and we can click on estimate. So now we have a trigger based on whenever there is an estimate. Let's click on add filter again, select, click on status, select the operator, is, select again, and we can automate whether the estimate is completed, sent, signed and accepted, or viewed in general. I mean, it is crazy how many different things you can automate inside of your business. Pretty much anything you can imagine. So yes, this seems like a lot, but if you know what you want, then you can find it in the automation section, or you can just send me a text and I will help you find it. I'm a pretty nice guy. So anyway, that is the trigger event for documents and contracts. Next on the list, we have subscriptions. We click add filter, select the filter, and this is going to be for a subscription type product. So we are most likely going to ignore this for now because I showed you how we do monthly recurring products. And in my opinion, it's way easier that way. So that's how I recommend doing it and not using this. And then last on the list, other than Shopify right here, which we're going to avoid too. Maybe one day I'll do an entire Shopify segment. We're just not going to do it for this video. We have refund at the bottom. So let's click on refund, on add filter, select the filter, and you can have an automation based on a refund. You can even filter down to amount, source, status, or type. So we can do status, select the operator, click is, click select, and we could say failed or success. So let's say we had a successful refund. We could actually automate an email that says, sorry for your inconvenience. Hopefully this refund makes up for it. You're good to go. But once again, you guys can change this, adapt this, do whatever you want. I'm just showing you how to do it. And there you go. That's everything you would need to know about payments and products inside of GoHighLevel. A lot of cool new things since the last time I made this video. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I think your clients are going to enjoy it. And I think if you're building a business, you can 100% utilize GoHighLevel at the highest value possible. There are so many amazing features that you probably don't even know exist. So stay tuned to my channel. I'm going to be covering all of them and I'm going to be updating them as they get updated within the system. Also, if you haven't started your free trial, I actually have a 30-day free trial extended link for GoHighLevel. And if you use my affiliate link in the description below, you're going to get all of my courses for free, which most of them are free anyway, but I do have courses that you can only get if you're my affiliate and snapshots that you can only get if you're my affiliate, which include a white labeled onboarding, which is a ton of videos that I made that are completely white labeled that you can use for your clients. So imagine having me as a support for your clients. They can just watch videos that are 100% white labeled and it's me walking your clients through the system. Pretty awesome. Those videos took me a long time to make. So just that alone is totally worth using my affiliate link, but you're also going to get in contact with me personally. I help all my affiliates. I care about my student success rate. Why would I not? I literally don't get paid unless my students do well. So trust me, I want you to do well and I will respond to every single one of you. Just reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook or even leave a comment below. I promise it's me and I will respond. You do not become the top affiliate in the world for a company by having bad customer service. That's impossible. So I promise you will not regret it. Also, check out the free course in the description below. Learn how to start and run your own business using GoHighLevel, and it is completely free. I also have another course in the description that's completely free too, which is going to show you how to get your entire account set up under GHL and how to get your first client. So if you're not in the description of this video right now, you probably should be. There's so much good stuff in there, including my GoHighLevel school community, where you can get hundreds of videos and a ton of amazing resources, more snapshots and courses than you could ever know what to do with, and me and my team go live inside of the community where you can ask us any questions that you want. You can also send me DMs inside of the community and I will personally answer you. Not to mention a full-time staff that's going to be helping you with any questions that you could ever have. It is going to be the greatest support community for GoHighLevel and the greatest resource community for GoHighLevel that exists on the market today, and it is ridiculously cheap to get in, so definitely check it out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Peace out.